Hello again, YouTube. So, something interesting. I have this script in my head that I really want to do another film, but I also kind of want to get like my channel finished or not finished, but I also kind of want to get like the months a little bit more well established to where I can say I've actually done a good high quality production for high quality month or gaming month and the months that come before I go on my mission. I want to say that I've done something good. Like, I want to actually do a good edited cooking show episode. Like, think about the original cooking show episodes that were edited, but much better, higher quality video wise, as well as just the editing and scripting and everything like that. Make that a whole lot nicer. I want to kind of do that, but I also really like short films, and I would love for that to be the main focus of this channel, but it's a little bit tricky, especially when you consider funding. At least where I am here in Utah, well, if I had lots of friends that wanted to do this and we were really close together and we had a lot of free time, then I would totally crank up more short films and shorts and stuff like that just with them. But with the way it is right now, I kind of have to turn to a Facebook group, Utah Filmmakers and Actors. That's what I did for Airborne Death, and I was able to find some really cool people that I'm very grateful that they came on to the team and helped. But the big thing is oh, what am I thinking? So, but the big thing is for that film, I think it was. I don't know. It was okay that I didn't pay anybody, but it is a little bit awkward. And here's the thing, since I'm getting started, I think most people just kind of let it slide for now. But the big thing is in Utah, you always pay people for projects. The only projects where it's okay not to pay people are for competitions and competitions. Oh, and student films. Those are the two where it's okay to not pay people for it. Everything else, you have to pay for it. Hmm. You know, I've never noticed, but there's a. You guys can't see any. Oh, there we go. Yeah, flashing light inside of my Honda. That's gonna soon be mine, I should say. I never noticed that before, like that it had an alarm system light. But so, anyways, basically. Oh, by the way, it's not as far as I know, it doesn't have the system where, like, if you try to open the door while it's locked, it rings. It doesn't have that, but I think it does have some safety system. So, anyways, so those are the two where it's okay not to pay people, but everything else you have to, even if it's just your passion project. Like for me, it would be, oh man, I wrote this script, and I feel like it's a really awesome script, and I want to turn this into a film. I still would have to pay people. So in my case, I could ask for donations, which I probably might do fundraisers in the future. But really, the main thing that I'm thinking about doing is just I want to do another film. Let's save up money from my day job, which sounds really awkward talking about later on. I'll talk about that toward the end, but save up money from my day job, and then I pay people out of my pocket that way. And they might not make as much as they would in other projections, but I feel like I pick them out that I feel like would be pretty fair, and go from there. That rhymed. But so here's my main thing. Is I was started to watch a video by a friend. She started the YouTube channel back sometime 2017. I don't remember when this video was uploaded, but it's been a while since she's uploaded. And I kind of sort of feel like it seemed like she really liked and enjoyed the idea of doing a YouTube channel, like a lot of people do. But then also she didn't get as popular as fast as she was probably hoping, and so she kind of sort of stopped doing it. That I'm not positive. I haven't actually spoken to her person to person in quite a while, because this is a friend who's much younger than me. I want to say she's like 10 or 12, somewhere around there. So she's definitely younger than me, and I just haven't spoken to her person to person in a while. But it just kind of feels to me like she just kind of fell away. And that's what happened to a lot of my friends years ago. They didn't keep persevering as I did, which also shows that they don't really love this as much. This is something that I love. For them, they were a little more so in it for the views and popularity on the internet. But so anyways, here's the thing is I was thinking, she could fit in my next short film script. I think she might enjoy doing that. Would she be a good actor? I'm not positive. Maybe I'm not sure. So I could pick somebody who could be a good actor and benefit if she's my friend. So if I paid her, I wouldn't have to pay her as much. I mean, it's like, talk to my friend, oh, cool, he's gonna pay me to be in his movie. As opposed to talk to somebody else, well, he better pay me. I gotta make a living. But then also, if I do it with somebody else, there's a chance that they could be a real actor. And I'm not asking for much. Like, here's for me. Like, I've got a friend, not this particular friend. This is just an example. But I have a friend who I know would probably be willing to do it, and they fit the part. They could do maybe not the best job, but an okay job. And they would be cheap. And yeah, okay, that could work. But also, I've got a little bit of budget towards this. Well, no, not the budget. So I've got my friend, or forget about the budget. So I got my friend, could be good. Or if I could get somebody who would fit the role, but also they've been in 2 school plays. Oh, that's an A plus. I will take them over my friend if I can get their availability, because they've done some acting experience. Which also I kind of sort of like that, because I feel like, at least from what I've heard of one particular arts and media teacher around here, I've heard it sounds like she was relatively strict, maybe a little bit too strict, but I totally understand you working with so many young children on these wonderfully made costumes by somebody you know, and you want to keep them nice, okay? So you're going to be a little bit strict so that your children, so that your kids that you're teaching don't end up getting them messed up and whatnot. But anyways, because I feel like they're a little more strict, I feel like they're going to have some experience. They're going to be somewhat good at this compared to my friend who's never done it before, and it would just be nice. So I'm kind of curious what your guys' thoughts on this are. Although for the film, I probably will end up looking for somebody from the Utah County filmmakers and actors. Or not county, sorry, just Utah filmmakers and actors. I get that confused because there's another group for specifically Utah County that I haven't posted in a while. That group hasn't actually done much, as far as I know, in a while. I started there, and then I found the bigger group later on, and now it's like, so why have the small one? Why not post in the big one and increase my range and audience? Because I'm not looking for specifically only people in this area. I'm looking for anyone. Like, if some guy wanted to drive from Salt Lake City to be in my movie, I would totally take him. So that's kind of sort of my thinking, who do I pick and why, and but then also it's like, if I pick my friend, maybe I would find something that they'd be interested in this enough that they would want to do more of it, and it would get them back up and running again, because I kind of feel like they do have a chance if they sort of uploaded regularly and got more of their style out there, and a few little tweaks and things, and a suggestion from me, which actually I'm going to shout out the channel. My friend's channel is Zodiac Vlogs. Zodac, I think. Zodiac, Vlogs. Zodiac Vlogs. Yeah. If you see this, don't give up. I've been on YouTube for 10 years and I only have 200 subscribers, which is cool. I reached it tonight. So, there was one more thing I was going to talk about, but I've completely forgotten what that was. Dang it. But, yeah. Hopefully there will be a lot more bigger... I remember what it was now. So, here's the thing that feels a little bit awkward and weird. Like, right now, I've got a Dollar Tree job. The Dollar Tree job is steady. It doesn't pay a lot. It's minimum wage, not full-time hours, which I'm kind of okay with. Especially lately. I'll talk about that in a moment. But it's like, that makes sense. I make money from there, and then I save it up, and I pay other people to be in my movies because it's what I like doing, and I want to do it even if they're not profitable. That's my choice. Cool. Now, contrast when I come back from my mission, and I'm hoping to land a job in, like, the film industry and whatnot. So then it's like... So, you helped someone make a movie, and you got paid for it. And you took some of that, large chunk of that money, and you used it to, I don't know, pay your bills. If I'll be living at my parents' house for my bills, but you used it to buy food and support yourself. and then the rest of that chunk of money that you made from helping someone make a movie, you use to make your own movie. It just sounds kind of weird and awkward. Almost like a back and forth, too. Like, it's like, let's say there's a dude named Jack, and he says, hey, I've got a project, I'm paying people for it, this is the project, and I say, yeah, sure, I pay you, and I sign on and pays me, and he pays me some money to be in his project. And then I pay bills and stuff like that with it. And then I've got a project, and Jack wants to be in the project, and so I pay him to be in my project, and effectively I made nothing because I just paid Jack again. I, or yeah, or so my money went back to Jack. That just sounds weird and awkward. I'm sure it's going to happen at some point, and I'm okay with that happening, but it sounds weird. Maybe if I land like, I kind of sort of see myself in the job position of sitting, doing corporate videos for a company, editing something regular where I know that there's going to be more projects. We're going to need to do more product videos for this company, stuff like that, where it's somewhat steady. I don't mind being out on the kind of sporadic taking projects here and there. That for me is like totally fine. I might still sadly have to have a day job when I do that. Like, if I did, though, I might look somewhere other than the dollar store. Although, when I come back from my mission, though. But I don't know, that just sounds awkward, and I kind of don't want that, although I might have to. But, I would totally do that if it was probably not possible, but if I could go to somewhere like Target and say, hey, I'm a filmmaker, this is kind of what I want to do for a living, but I also need this as a supplementary job. Why don't you just give me as many hours as you can, but also would it be possible to, I don't know, I know I can request time off here and there, but would it be possible to request a little bit more time off than everybody else? Work out some agreement where, I don't know, I end up getting a little more time off than other people do just because I'm working on other jobs. And so I could somehow say, this is my other job, and I would need this off. And, it's a little bit awkward for a job like that. But if I could do something like that where I would more guaranteed that I could get time off and do film stuff, not just my own films, but other people's films, more particularly other people's films, and get paid for them, then sign me up. I would totally love to do that. But if it's going to be just the regular working at Target or Dollar Tree or wherever, then I'm less inclined to do it. But I will if I have to. But it definitely does feel odd thinking about working for somebody on their film project to then use that money to make a film. I don't know. But of course, I also got to realize that it's not just going straight to film. It's not like I worked for somebody for 2 days and they paid me $200, and then I take that $200 and immediately spend it on a film that doesn't make anything, and I essentially have zero. Because I got to realize that it's more like, I don't know, let's say $50 out of that $200 goes towards making a film. The rest of that money goes towards feeding myself, just providing for my family and all that sort of a thing. And then, of course, buying some other stuff, too, because I'm not going to spend all my money on films. I might buy a new alarm clock. I might buy something that's going to last around for quite a while. That's just for me. That doesn't involve filmy stuff. But anyways, those are my thoughts. And the real question, the real thing I kind of am curious from you guys is, what do you guys think about using friends versus real actors in your own scenarios as well as mine? But like I said, I probably will end up picking somebody who's a little bit more legitimate, who's had some acting
Protect the
experience.
rabbits! Protect the rabbits!
So, yeah. Oh, my mom just sent me a text and asked me why I'm walking in my streaming. I don't know. Walking helps me think. I like that. Because, I don't know. It... Oh. It gets the other parts of my body doing something and they're not just sitting there being bored. It really helps me, focus and keeps me engaged. It's the same... I'm going to talk about this stuff later on, but it's the same reason why why I'll sometimes play games on my phone with the volume turned off when I'm in like church or a certain other like institute. I did that a lot. This is for another topic, but I would do that sometimes because they help me concentrate. And also, like when I started the food show, it was because I struck a deal with my mom. I needed to listen to the Odyssey for an English class I was taking at the time, and so, but it would really help if I wasn't just sitting there listening to the book. Although I do like the Odyssey, I definitely needed to keep my body active doing something and less likely to get distracted. And walking somewhere was really helpful for that. So I said, Mom, hey, would you give me some money so that I can listen to the Odyssey while I'm walking somewhere, and it'll make that walking somewhere productive because I'm also going to like get myself some chicken or something. And she said yes. And there's like, oh wait, I wanted to do the food review show. Let's start it now. And so I did, and I got a whole bunch of episodes done, which was cool. But so walking for me, I don't know, just helps me think, helps me get my thoughts out. It's better than sitting in one place getting my thoughts out, unless they're scripted. I can do both, but it's nice and it's comforting. So I'm going to end the stream here. Again, let me know what you guys think about in your situation. Would you pick your friends or possibly paying a real actor, someone who's more professional than your friends? But also, what do you think in my situation? Do you guys really want to see more of my friends doing stuff? Or do you guys really want higher quality productions that have like real actors in them and stuff like that? Final note. There are some productions where I value them so highly that I'm gonna pick real actors. Like, if you guys remember Eleanor, that one still is pretty cool. I haven't thought about it in a while. I know I do want to film it at some point when I get back from my mission, but it's moved from the, oh, this is an amazing, wonderful, my best script ever, my proudest project that I want to make good, to, I want to make this really good. I am going to wait and do it when I can make it good, but I've got other ideas that I feel are a little bit better than that one, and I think are cooler, and. So it hasn't necessarily lost its status as far as when it's going to be filmed and stuff like that. Oh, now where was I going? Oh, but so that is an example of a project where I most likely won't pick my friends. I'm going to pick some people that can do a decent job at acting. But then also, yeah, I said I was done. Anyways, final note here is that my friends, they do have really good potential too. There was like one, maybe two friends, one friend in particular, and I could say this for almost all my friends, but one friend in particular, he did the news voiceover for Airborne Death, and as I listened to him do it, and there were slight variations in the way he said it for each take of the recordings and whatnot, I'm like, you could do some voice. I didn't say this to him, but I was thinking, you could totally do some voiceover acting. I can see each take you're improving. I can see you're getting feedback and taking it and tweaking. I could totally see you improving and sounding better and better inflection, and I could totally see it. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to cut it off here and just go do some relaxing things before going to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. Check out my channel and consider subscribing. I've got a lot more stuff on there than just me talking. So, I will see you guys in whatever's next.